how to be unstoppable when everyone doubts you. You've been there. You have a dream, a vision, an idea that sets your soul on fire. And the moment you share it, the doubts come rolling in. Are you sure you can do that? Don't you think it's too risky? Maybe you should be more realistic. Some doubts come from strangers, others come from friends. And sometimes the loudest doubt comes from your own mind. But here's the truth the Stoics discovered. Other people's disbelief cannot stop you unless you allow it to. If you want to live with courage, purpose, and resilience, you must learn how to be unstoppable, even when everyone doubts you. Today, we're going to walk that path together, the Stoic way. The nature of doubt. The Stoics lived in a world of constant skepticism. Marcus Aurelius, though emperor of Rome, faced criticism from senators, soldiers, and even family. Seneca was mocked for his wealth while preaching philosophy. Epictetus, once a slave, was doubted at every turn because of his birth. But the Stoics taught them this: doubt is not an enemy, it is a test. When people doubt you, they are not defining your limits, they are revealing theirs. Their words show the boundaries of their own imagination, not the boundaries of your potential. The Stoics understood that doubt, whether external or internal, is part of the human experience. And so they asked, will you bend under it, or will you rise above it? What you control versus what you don't. The first Stoic principle is clarity. There are things within your control and things outside of it. What others think, say, or believe about you, not in your control. Your effort, your choices, your persistence, your character, that is yours. Epictetus put it simply: if you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity. If you need a witness, be your own. When doubt comes, the Stoic response is not to waste energy convincing others. It is to act in accordance with your values, to keep building, keep moving, keep walking your path. Because while opinions shift like the wind, your actions can remain steady as a rock. Why doubt hurts us? Let's be honest, it feels good to be believed in. When people cheer for us, encourage us, support us, it gives us energy. But here's the danger. If you need constant validation to keep going, you will crumble the moment it is taken away. This is why Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily: ambition means tying your well-being to what others say or do. Sanity means tying it to your own actions. Doubt hurts because we confuse approval with truth. We think, if they don't believe in me, maybe I'm wrong. But the Stoics show us a higher path. Belief is not a requirement for truth. Courage is not a group vote. And greatness has never required permission. History's proof. Think about it. Every great figure in history was doubted. Socrates was sentenced to death for questioning Athens. Galileo was ridiculed for claiming the earth moves around the sun. Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to give up her seat. Even today, visionaries, inventors, artists, and leaders are mocked before they are praised. If doubt stopped them, the world would be empty of progress. What made them unstoppable was not the absence of resistance, but their ability to keep going despite it. And that, the Stoics would say, is where true strength is forged. Training for inner strength. So how do we build this unstoppable spirit? The Stoics left us practices. 1. Practice voluntary discomfort. Epictetus told his students to train like athletes. Wear plain clothes, eat simple meals, walk barefoot in the cold. Why? To learn that discomfort cannot break you. If you can endure hardship willingly, you will endure doubt effortlessly. 2. Focus on virtue, not applause. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Craving applause makes you poor in spirit. Living with virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control makes you rich. If you act with virtue, you are already succeeding, regardless of what anyone says. 3. Journal your resolve. Marcus Aurelius journaled every night, reminding himself of his principles. Do the same. Write, what do I believe in? Why am I walking this path? What matters most to me? When doubt rises, your own words will remind you of your strength. 4. Reframe doubt as fuel. Instead of thinking, they don't believe in me, think, this is my chance to prove myself. Doubt is not a wall, it is a spark. Use it to light your fire. The power of indifference. The Stoics practiced apatheia, not apathy, but mastery over destructive emotions. When others doubted them, they trained themselves to remain indifferent. Not cold, not arrogant, but free. Because their worth was not up for debate. They knew who they were. They knew what they stood for. And so, the noise of doubt was just that, noise. Marcus Aurelius put it bluntly, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. In other words, don't waste life proving yourself to doubters. Prove yourself through living. Standing alone. Here's the hardest truth. Sometimes you will have to stand alone. You will have to walk a path no one else understands. You will have to trust your vision when no one else sees it. But that is not weakness. That is greatness. Remember, a ship is not built to stay in the harbor. A lion is not meant to live in a cage. And your spirit was not made to be small just because others can't imagine it being great. To be unstoppable is to embrace solitude, knowing that history's strongest voices were once solitary echoes. Building your mental armor. So when everyone doubts you, what do? You put on your Stoic armor. Clarity. I control my actions, not their beliefs. Courage. I will walk forward even if afraid. Conviction. I trust my principles more than their opinions. Calm. I will not panic when challenged. And with this armor, you are untouchable. Words may sting, laughter may echo, gossip may spread, but none of it can wound the core of a disciplined soul. Modern example. Think about someone like Elon Musk. He was doubted when he started PayPal, mocked when he launched Tesla, laughed at when he pursued SpaceX. And yet, despite the critics, despite the mockery, he persisted because his vision was stronger than their voices. You may not be building rockets, but your dream, your goal, your path matters as much
And the Stoic way teaches you that the real battle is not with doubters, it's with yourself. If you refuse to quit, if you stay disciplined, if you act with courage, you are already unstoppable. One day, the same people who doubted you may look back and say, "I always knew you could do it." But you'll know the truth. You did not succeed because of their belief. You succeeded because of your own. So when you hear their doubts, smile. Let it fuel you. And keep walking forward. Because the Stoics remind us, the measure of a person is not how many believe in them, but how firmly they believe in
themselves. So, the next time you feel surrounded by doubt, remember this: you are stronger than their voices. You are stronger than their laughter. You are stronger than their disbelief. You are unstoppable. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Because together, we can keep spreading timeless Stoic wisdom. Wisdom that frees us, strengthens us, and makes us unstoppable.